stories are something that we as a species have that is unique about us. We create them. We create them out of nothing, out of memories. I've got this memory of trying to stick together bits of paper and create a blank book. If I write a story for my mother, then that will please her, because sometimes she wasn't always a happy person. Even though my mother loved stories, she didn't want me to be a writer. She wanted me to be a teacher. She wanted me to have a good job and get a good wage. I went to teachers' college and I was writing a bit of poetry, terrible poetry. And that's where I met my soon-to-be husband. We had 3 children very quickly, really 3 kids in 3 years. We'd been married 30 years. Things had been okay, but there wasn't the spark. And the kids had grown up. I just walked out, shocked everybody. I had about 12 to 18 months of just good fun. I'd had a couple of dates. I got online one day, and Patrick's online. My finger was literally on the delete button. And then I thought, I'll ring my girlfriend. And she said, he looks interesting. Yeah, he looks okay. We've had a late life love affair that is just wonderful. I just feel as if he and I together it sounds really corny, sort of were meant to be. And then I go and get dementia.
Yes, 2 hours, yeah.
What are you doing?
Trying to get this to behave.
You feel like my mum, stop it. I've got Alzheimer's. My mother had Alzheimer's. It was a particularly horrible experience for her and her family. And when I was diagnosed, I said, I am not going to be put in the corner of a nursing home with a rug over my knees. It was just before my 70th birthday, and I'd had an inkling. I remember Patrick was sitting next to me, and I remember he sort of slumped a bit in his chair. And I thought, oh God, what have I done to him? Because we're a late life relationship. We were looking to wander into the sunset together. And I did probably think about the writing. You know, there was always that plan. All right, I will publish one day. I'll submit another day. Maybe I'll win a competition or 2. All that felt as if it was just crumbling. You can say something to me and 3 minutes later I'll forget, but I can remember something from 20 years ago. And that will gradually get worse, and then the other memories will go as well. And that's very scary, because I think memories make up who we are, so I won't know who I am. And I've fought hard, I think, over my life for an identity, and now it's going to be chipped away, and that doesn't feel very nice. I don't want to be at the point where I don't recognise my kids. That would just be heartbreaking. And I don't want to be at the point where I don't know who Patrick is. Somehow I want to fight that. And maybe I'm fighting it for the people I love. I'm not going to be a person with Alzheimer's. I'm going to be me, and the Alzheimer's is just something that happens that I have to deal with. I met a woman called Liz through Dementia Australia, and she said, I met this terrific woman. She's an actor, she lives in Perth, she's really interesting, you two would really hit it off. Althea is a wonderful person, and we got talking about writing and creativity, and I explained to Althea that Patrick and I several years ago had this thing, we used to call it Court Shorts. We'd invite submissions of writing, short pieces, and choose the ones that we thought would work. And we got actors to read stories. Althea, she told us about a project she'd been doing where she virtually took over an aged care facility and put on a production. So we sort of combined the two. We said we'd do a writing workshop and then we'd get no actors to read this time, the people with dementia to read it. Yeah, and keep a check on the time. That's okay, darling. Cool. Today, we're going to play. Okay, that's why we're here. We're here to play. Being creative, as far as I'm concerned, is about playing. My particular area of play is writing. So what are we going to play with? What are our tools? Most of us have, there's a ball, you can play a ball, kick it around, you can build with building blocks. We're playing with words. There is no treatment for dementia. We'll find it one day. But creativity actually helps. Creativity makes a difference. You can build neurons with creativity. We're actually going to play with creating a story. We hope that by the end of this, that you will have written a story that you would be happy to read to your friends and your family. The one thing about this program, we're not looking at quantitative, we're looking at qualitative. I know it works for me. I feel better after I've written. And you can't quantify play. You can't look at a bunch of 5-year-old playing and saying, oh yes, well, we'll tick that out of 10. So you can't do it with 85-year-old people either. We're gonna hopefully play and something good will come out of it. So, just I'll give you about 2 minutes. Come up with a name, something happening to the character, something describing how he looks, what he or she's wearing, where they come from, that kind of thing. Ready, set, go. There is a stigma, and I think that's because of the way society does treat people with mental health problems per se, let alone something like dementia. I have a disease. I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm not just ditzy. There are things in my brain that are interfering with the normal function. And I didn't make them happen, and I didn't want them to happen. And when they do, that's not nice, but it's not my fault. I'm not my Alzheimer's. I have it. What we'll do now is each pair can tell us a bit about their character. Okay. So your character is?
Chief Justice of the Royal Church.
Okay, how did he get... Well, no, you tell me. I'm not doing the story. Tell me.
He was an extraordinary erudite man. He spoke fluent Latin.
Well, has everybody got a picture of this man? Yeah. And notice the words that are used. Extraordinary. And he used character a couple of times, but then he gave us a detail with Latin, which was really good. Teaching is drawing out. A good teacher draws out what's already there. If I can do something to help them feel good about themselves, to help them access some part of themselves that they may not have discovered.
Well, getting Brendan to come today was a bit of a struggle. I checked with him again this morning, got in the car, 5 minutes down the road, he said he didn't really want to come. I persevered and he...
I do struggle with the Alzheimer's,
Yeah. But once we stopped here and he walked in and met some of the people, he was happy to stay.
Let's hear the stories of those who've managed to finish them off or get them to a point where they want to edit them.
Kevin's workload was complex and his home life was chaos. Money was tight.
Money was tight when?
Money was...
When the call came.
When the call came for volunteers to go to Canada, he leapt at the chance. Kevin felt his heart explode and he dropped dead. He was pretty shocked.
I am so proud of you. That is fantastic. And thank you, Jane. Yeah, we must thank our carers when they help us with our creativity. Thank you. What do you think of this? What do you think of the workshop? Your honest opinion.
Absolutely marvellous.
You're enjoying it?
Oh,
Okay. Oh, well done. Oh, that's good. Yeah. This is a bit of an experiment on our part.
Family or friends who might come along, what do you want to prove to them?
I want to shock them. I want them to go, oh my goodness, I had no idea that somebody could do this. I want to be able to shake them out of their complacency. I want them to behave better towards people with dementia. I want them to know that they cannot just shove us in a corner and that there's something so profoundly wrong with us that we're not worth talking to. My short-term memory is playing up on a bit at the moment, but there was a beautiful phrase in there that I'd love you to read again. When you work on your stories, everybody can find those little tiny gems, those tiny bits of gold that make the story stand out and make the reader go, oh, that was good. Because I really did. I sort of sat up and went, oh, I've got to focus on that. So thank you both very much. Thank you.
Would you like to share with myself and Janet and Patrick and the rest of the group how you found today?
absolutely marvellous.
Thank you.
Marvellous. It was a marvellous, the whole day's been just wonderful.
It's a very safe space. It was filled with very wonderful people.
Look, you're my people. You are my people, not just because some of you have got something wrong with your head, and there's nothing wrong really with your heads, it's just who we are. But thank you from the bottom of my heart. You are so brave, you are so amazing, you are so kind, you are so clever. That's wonderful. Thank you.
It's finished.
It's finished.
How was it?
I'm still on that high. I'm riding the wave, and I'm thinking, yeah, we can do it in Adelaide, and we've got something. I feel it in my heart that we have. Yeah, it was good.
I didn't know Janet when she was actually a teacher. I don't often get to see her in the practice of teaching, and the way she can inspire and be a kind of example is just wonderful.
The most glorious part was where she said, I'm going to add some storytelling magic. And she then picked one of the stories and added all these words and made it a full, complete narrative and on the fly. And as everyone was watching, you could see everyone just being drawn into this story. It wasn't her story. She didn't make it up, but she was using her ability as a writer to link it all together. And you could just see the penny drop for everyone in the room. They're like, oh, that's how you do it.
You know, we're breaking new ground here. I don't think this sort of creative activity really has been pursued that much, not in Australia. In a way, dementia is something that frees people to be able to live in the moment. And as a carer, that's just what I'm beginning to learn and to practice.
It's very common for people living with dementia to have aphasia and other things. For me, it's about bringing the person back into the moment and not worrying about what's about to come or what's just happened, but just the here and now. And when you can focus somebody into just right now, it's just you and me in this space, they kind of relax a little bit. It's really amazing because you start to pick up on the tiny nuances and the words that are there to be able to support them, you know, connect those dots that they're doing inside but can't express on the outside.
If I'm in the moment with someone with dementia, then they understand that I'm with them, I'm connecting with them. And I think that's the answer, in a way, for people who are caring.
people with dementia, whatever form it is, however it manifests, it's not catching, and it is not helpful to us in particular, but to those of people who care for us, either our loved ones or people who get paid for it, to see us as any less than we were before the disease started to hit, and to treat us as if we don't matter. If I have achieved some change to that attitude so that we get dignity and respect and a degree of wanting to understand and know what it is we're going through, then it's been worth it.